Hello, everyone. Welcome to the News Browse News broadcast. Canada's annual inflation rate climbed to 2.8% in April, with Statistics Canada reporting that soaring energy prices, particularly gasoline, were the main driver. Energy prices saw a substantial 19.2% year-over-year increase. Gasoline prices alone jumped by 28.6% annually, attributed to global supply issues related to the conflict in Iran and the transition to more expensive summer fuel blends. The report also noted that the government's suspension of the fuel excise tax partially moderated the price increase. Previously, March's inflation rate had also been influenced by high energy costs, reaching 2.4%. The article further explains that the removal of the consumer carbon price the previous year affected the year-over-year comparison, making the April inflation rate appear higher. Other price changes included a 2% increase in clothing and footwear costs, while rents continued to rise but at a slower pace. Tour travel prices, however, decreased by 11%. This report is from Radio Canada International. Global News reports that Canada's consumer inflation rose to 2.8% in April, up from 2.4% in March, with surging gasoline prices identified as the main factor. This increase is largely attributed to global oil market uncertainty, stemming from the conflict in Iran and the closure of the Strait of Hormuz, pushing consumer gas prices in Canada near all-time highs. Statistics Canada noted a sharp 28.6% increase in gas prices for the month. Despite the headline figure, measures of core inflation, which exclude volatile items like food and energy, showed slight year-over-year declines in April. When excluding gasoline, the CPI was 2%, down from 2.2% in March. Personal finance expert Clay Jarvis of NerdWallet Canada suggests that the stability in core inflation means the Bank of Canada might keep borrowing costs on hold, as high fuel costs haven't significantly impacted other sectors. Food price growth also eased to 3.5% in April, down from 4% in March. The report also cited base year effects from last year's carbon tax removal and the paused fuel excise tax as contributing factors. Global News reports on a deadly shooting at the Islamic Center of San Diego, where 3 men were killed. Police were already in pursuit of the 2 teenage perpetrators, aged 17 and 18, for approximately 2 hours before the attack began. One of the teenagers' mothers had reported her son as suicidal and noted that her weapons and vehicle were missing. Law enforcement used automated license plate readers to track the car and alerted a school, continuing to interview the mother. After the shooting, the 2 suspects were found dead by suicide a few blocks away. San Diego Police Chief Scott Wall stated that authorities found evidence of generalized hate rhetoric, and the incident is being investigated as a hate crime. A security guard, identified by a family friend as Amin Abdullah, is believed to have acted heroically, preventing the attack from being much worse and saving lives. The Islamic Center, the largest mosque in San Diego, expressed profound grief over the loss of these men of courage, sacrifice, and faith. CTV News reports that the body of a teenager who had been reported missing from Brampton, Ontario, has been discovered in northern Saskatchewan. Authorities are treating the case as a homicide and have launched an investigation into the circumstances surrounding the death. Further details were not immediately available, but police confirmed the discovery and the nature of their investigation. The community mourns the loss and awaits more information from the ongoing police efforts. The Canadian press reports that Agnico Eagle Mines Ltd. Is moving forward with the redevelopment of its Hope Bay gold mine project in Nunavut. The initial capital investment for this significant undertaking is estimated at approximately $2.4 billion. Upon completion, the company projects annual gold production from the mine to range between 400,000 and 435,000 ounces, with an initial mine life of 11 years and further upside potential. Agnico Eagle acquired the previous owner and operator, TMAC Resources Inc., in 2021, and had suspended production in 2022 to concentrate on the property's exploration prospects. The Hope Bay project is situated in Nunavut's Kitikmeot region, roughly 160 kilometers north of the Arctic Circle. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.